Picture this: a forgotten city hidden beneath the sea, advanced technology that was lost for centuries, and secrets of the ancient world that could change everything we thought we knew about history. What if I told you that there are ancient civilizations whose incredible achievements have been erased from the history books? Well, today, we're diving deep into 10 secrets that they never taught you in school. From ancient technologies that rival our own to mysterious cities that vanished without a trace, you won't believe what we've uncovered. Ready to unlock the mysteries of the past? Let's go! The Baths of Pompeii. First up, let's talk about the ancient Roman city of Pompeii. Now, we all know Pompeii met its tragic fate with the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, right? But did you know that Pompeii had something that many modern cities still envy? Public baths. But not just any baths. Advanced bathing systems. These bathhouses weren't just for relaxation. They were an intricate part of Roman life, and the technology behind them was far more advanced than anything that existed at the time. What makes them so fascinating is the hypocaust system, a form of underfloor heating that allowed hot air to circulate beneath the floors, keeping the water warm and creating the perfect environment for bathing. But here's the kicker. This technology was lost for centuries. It wasn't until the Middle Ages that heating systems like this were rediscovered. Can you imagine? The Romans were chilling in saunas and swimming in heated pools, while we were still figuring out how to keep our homes warm during the winter. We've got some catching up to do. The Atlanteans of the ancient world. Now, let's jump into one of the biggest mysteries of all time, the lost civilization of Atlantis. But did you know that there might be other civilizations that were just as advanced, if not more, than the Atlanteans? And they were wiped out long before Plato ever mentioned Atlantis. For example, the city of Dvarka in India is described in ancient texts as being a high-tech metropolis surrounded by grand palaces and vast harbors. Archaeological discoveries have shown evidence of a city submerged beneath the sea, with artifacts suggesting an advanced civilization far earlier than the supposed rise of Atlantis. But somehow, this story has slipped under the radar for centuries. What if Atlantis wasn't just one place? What if there were many advanced civilizations lost to the oceans, and we're still uncovering their secrets? The mysterious ancient Egyptian technology. Now, let's talk about Egypt. We all know the pyramids, right? But what if I told you that ancient Egyptians had technology so advanced that it defies explanation? Take the Great Pyramid of Giza, for example. How were they able to cut and transport massive blocks of stone, each weighing several tons, without the technology we have today? And here's where it gets even crazier. Some researchers believe the ancient Egyptians may have used sound frequencies to move these massive stones. Yes, sound. Imagine using vibrations to move hundreds of tons of rock. It sounds insane, but evidence in ancient Egyptian texts and carvings suggests that they may have mastered the science of sound manipulation. Can you imagine what other kinds of technology they might have discovered? Could they have harnessed the power of sound in ways that we've only just begun to explore? The Mayan calendar, time travelers? Let's move to Mesoamerica now, and the enigmatic Mayan civilization. We've all heard about the Mayan calendar and the predictions of 2012, but have you ever wondered just how accurate their calendar was? These people were so in tune with the cosmos, they created a calendar system that's more accurate than our own. The Mayans had a calendar that tracked time in cycles, but what's even more mind-blowing is their knowledge of astronomy. They could predict eclipses, track planetary movements, and map the stars with such precision that it almost feels like they had access to knowledge far beyond their time. And that's not all. They also believed in a cyclical nature of time, which some believe suggests they had knowledge of time itself in ways that modern science is only beginning to grasp. The Phoenicians and their global network. Alright, here's a twist. When we talk about the great maritime civilizations, we usually think of the Greeks or the Romans. But did you know that the Phoenicians were the real pioneers of ocean exploration? The Phoenicians were incredible sailors, traders, and shipbuilders. Their ships were so advanced that they made long journeys to places like Britain and West Africa. Some historians even believe they may have reached the Americas thousands of years before Columbus. And get this, they were the first to develop the alphabet we use today, which means we have a lot to thank the Phoenicians for. The ancient Easter Island secrets. Let's head over to Easter Island, a place shrouded in mystery. You've probably heard about the Moai statues, those massive stone heads that dot the island. But do you know the real story behind them? Most people think these statues were just for ceremonial purposes. But there's evidence suggesting that these statues were actually energy generators. That's right, some researchers believe that the Moai were designed to harness the Earth's magnetic fields, converting the island's energy into a powerful force. Imagine ancient people using natural resources to power their civilization in ways we never even considered. The ancient Greeks and fire-water weaponry. Okay, now let's talk about the ancient Greeks. We all know about their philosophers and warriors, but there's one secret weapon of theirs that you probably haven't heard of: Greek fire. Greek fire was a flammable liquid used by the Byzantine Empire in naval warfare. It could burn even on water, and they used it to devastating effect against enemy ships. The formula for Greek fire was a closely guarded secret and has been lost to history. Some believe it might have been a form of napalm, while others think it could have been an early version of liquid gasoline. Either way, this deadly weapon helped the Greeks dominate the seas for centuries. The Incas' engineering marvels. Let's now talk about the Inca Empire. When we think of the Incas, we usually think of Machu Picchu. But did you know the Incas created some of the most incredible engineering feats the world has ever seen? Their ability to work with stone was unbelievable. They built entire cities without mortar, yet their stones fit together so perfectly that not even a blade of grass can slip between them. The Incas also mastered irrigation systems, terraces, and even created roadways that stretched for thousands of miles across the Andes. It's a civilization that literally built mountains. The Lost City of Z. Next up, let's take a trip to the Amazon rainforest, where a long-lost civilization is said to have once thrived. The Lost City of Z was believed to be a myth until modern explorers discovered evidence of an ancient city buried deep within the jungle. Archaeologists now believe that this city may have been an advanced civilization, filled with grand structures and sophisticated technology. But just like many other ancient cities, it was lost to time, consumed by the ever-growing jungle. Who knows how many other forgotten cities are still waiting to be uncovered? And there you have it, 10 secrets from ancient civilizations that were lost to history. Until now, these forgotten stories remind us that history is a lot more mysterious and fascinating than we've been taught. So what do you think? Which one of these ancient secrets blew your mind? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the ride. And as always, make sure to subscribe so we can keep uncovering these amazing stories together.